So yesterday I was playing some more best of one, and I was playing the Boros mid-range deck that's really good against aggro. And I actually faced an archetype that I haven't seen in a long time, and it made me forget about it, that it even existed in best of one. And it is this archetype right here, just Rakdos Reanimator, which started off as Jund. I'll give the backstory to how I built this deck. Basically, I was facing Jund, and I got absolutely slammed, obviously, because a Reanimator deck is going to absolutely destroy a mid-range anti-aggro deck. And I was like, okay, well, you know, that deck has a lot of tools that are already anti-aggro. So you have Brotherhood's End, you have Cut Down, you've got Go for the Throat, you've got Shield Reds, and you've got like really good creatures that when they resolve will just win you the game against aggro. And that got me thinking about why like it got me thinking about if there was a reason to play the Boros anti-aggro deck, if you could just play a deck that might be a little bit less good against aggro earlier, but it has a lot more power in the mid game that allows you to beat the other decks that are trying to beat aggro. So it's pretty much the perfect mid-range deck, I would describe it as, because of the way it generates value in the mid game while also controlling the battlefield in the early game. So essentially, you have 6 creatures that you don't care about, that you want to reanimate, but are also like really good creatures, especially Flesh Gorger, as a 3/3 lifelinker on 3 with Menace and Ward. That's really good. And you've got 5 ways of reanimating things. And keep in mind that this deck started off as Jund, and in that version, I was playing the card, the sorcery, the green one. Wait, why is it not? Okay. Yeah, the Diagraph Rebirth. So I had Diagraph Rebirth. I had a copy of Tavar. I was playing, I mean, you'll see in the matches. I'm gonna show off the Jund version first because it started from there and it moved towards this Rakdos build. And what I realized while playing Jund was that, hardcasting Titan, it was nice, but it was also unnecessary most of the time with all the treasures. I was able to get there anyways. And, with this much discard as well, like you have an easy time discarding those creatures, so they're never plaguing your hand. Sure, you might not be able to hardcast them, but you're gonna have ways to reanimate them reliably. And in a best of one, you don't really need to reanimate more than a single card that costs 7. Usually it comes down and you win against any aggro deck, and against mid-range deck, you have a lot more time to find those treasures, to find whatever. But in the Jund deck, I felt like the early game was the main issue because I was playing a lot more tap lands, obviously, because I needed the green mana. So I was playing like Glade, I was playing the fast lands, the red-green ones. And I just realized that I should just play basics because pain lands are really bad in best of one because of mono red if you're on the draw. And having tap lands potentially early game, like not being able to cut down on turn 1, is also a huge problem. So all in all, I just didn't feel like it was worth it in the end to take a hit to the mana base to gain like a slight power upgrade to the mid game mostly, because you have the opportunity to hardcast the Titan, and you have the opportunity to play better reanimation spells, quote unquote, with the gray thing that I was talking about earlier. I forgot the name already. The Diagraph Rebirth, which is a fantastic reanimator spell, but you just don't need to reanimate that much. Usually after the second one, the game is already done. So you can just play like other worse reanimation spells. It's okay. Now, the reason I'm playing 3 Titan, 1 Atraxa over like 4 Atraxa or more Atraxa is because I feel like Titan is a better card in best of one. The reason for that is the flexibility. I find that, in red black specifically, you do not have the specific effect that Titan gives you, as in, the direct life gain and the destroy target artifact enchantment. I think those two are the key factors. So one dodges burn spells to your face, so you can heal yourself against mono red, and the other one allows you against mono white, for example, to just deal with the artifacts enchantments, and that's really, really good. Also, keep in mind that Atraxa you cannot copy off of Kikijiki, so that's another huge upside. And also, some matchups will have spot removal ready, or like against soldiers that have a brutal Cathar. And Atraxa's lifelink is nice, but it's only 1 blocker. So in a situation where you're facing down a very wide board state and they have that removal, while you're in a really worse spot than you would be if you just tightened, made a 4/4 and gained 5 life, which allows you to stall a lot better against like spot removal. So in best of one, since it's such a fast format, potentially resolving a Traxa, you won't untap the next turn, and then what do those cards really do? They don't do that much. Now, of course, we've got Flesh Gorger, which is probably like the best thing you could play in this deck. It's so flexible because it's a 3-drop, and it also comes back as a 7/5. So that flexibility is really nice. And I fixed the mana base to be able to cast it reliably on 3. I feel like Elder Dragon War's also really nice because most of the time, again, you have to make sure you're not plagued with these 7-drops in your hand. You want to make sure that they are in the graveyard. You don't want to be holding on to them. And for that, you need more ways to discard. And this card does exactly that. So you get the sweeper built in, kind of. You have the discard and the read ahead that allows you to like really flexibly choose which chapter you want to start on. The dragon is really nice as a flyer. And yeah, that's why I'm playing Elder Dragon War. So we've got that. We've got Graveyard Shift that brings back a creature as well. The Cruelty of Gix, which is just the classic Reanimator spell. We've got the 7-drops. And the last thing I want to talk about that is probably a little bit unconventional, I guess, but you know, some people have already played this card in Reanimator decks, and I'm playing it too because I find that it is the best possible card you could play in the 2-drop slot in these colors specifically. And that's Riveteer's Requisitioner. I feel like the treasure token, when it dies, is obviously a big deal. The Blitz flexibility is really huge. It did help me out in a few matches. And the fact that it's a 3/1 is also really good. So you're not relying on those 1/3 mana dorks in green, for example, that don't trade with mono red. Instead, you have a creature that can trade, so it's really good against creature decks. And it also has that death proc, so you don't feel bad about sweeping it either. You can do like Requisition on 2. Then they feel like maybe, since they're board stall, they might not want to attack into it because they don't want to give you treasure. They just keep developing, and then you sweep, and you get the treasure because you get the death proc from it. So it's pretty much all upside. It's kind of a bait for your opponent to go wider, or otherwise it trades. Like, it's just pretty much all upside, and that's really what I love about it. And the Blitz really gives it that flexibility in the late game where a card like this would be pretty bad, I would say, as a top deck. But, it's not as bad if you have a way to generate card advantage off of it plus damage. Anyways, that is about it. This deck is not very complicated, but I do think it is a very, very strong archetype in best of 1. I'm pretty sure this is probably where you want to be at when it comes to mid-range deck. Like, I feel like this is the pinnacle of mid-range, I think. The question is, for me, the last question is it better than mono white specifically as a mid-range deck? Because, mono white has potentially like a few farewells and a lot of planeswalkers, and I find those to potentially be a little bit difficult to deal with. But the Flesh Gorger does help a lot in that matchup because of the ward. So if you get it out as a 7/5, the fact that I have to pay 7 life and that you do have forms of reach is really good. Anyways, that's about it. Enjoy the matches. Okay, I can see like a potential land problem, but again, this is best of 1, so there is hand smoothing. I think if we get to 3 mana, it's a good enough position to be in. Also, what am I playing against? I'm really scared. This could be anything. Random mid-range deck, maybe? Should be a good matchup. I don't think I should be attacking you. That's actually kind of annoying. Voice sweep this if they don't block. It's really interesting. I think I just slammed this. I don't know if white-green has many ways of dealing with this. Oh, white, green, blue. Like, blue doesn't really add much. Although, oh, I'm definitely not blocking that. Never mind. Forgot about Wandering Ember. Just most likely something they have. It could be Depop as well, but had to play it safe there. I like the charm here. It's gonna be pretty good. I'll start with yeah, I'll start with one. Okay. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Sacrifice creature planeswalker, so wow. I mean, the hardest time I'll have is probably dealing with this. Thankfully, I have the charm. I can also search for... I have Brother of Zen too, so actually it's not a huge deal. And I would be searching for... Titan? Just because I can discard it now? Is that how this works? Or would I even want to get Titan back? Because I already have something that's really good here in Owl. And I guess I could just grab another Cruelty. That seems... That does seem pretty reasonable to me. Could also see grabbing a land. Huh. Okay, I'll grab Cruelty. I think grabbing this is, just using this is not too bad. Okay. I forgot you could mill that too. That's kind of interesting. I think the deck is decent. I think it's good that it has a good matchup into like tier 3 and below, which is not the case with some of these. Like I like that it probably has a decent control matchup. Yeah, they can give this flying, but
Starting to feel like home. And I'll defend. Let's do this together.
I mean that is annoying. I have to admit. But I am getting Owl back. Yeah, they're going face. That makes sense. Huh. Kind of interesting, actually. I did miscalculate that. I forgot they could just give it flying and swing. But that is pretty good for me. I'll attempt to swing here. Okay.
Well, if it's a
Oh wait, I
fight
forgot I
you
have.
want-
Oh no, Tivar does not. Okay, I have to do it the other way around. Oh, I can't do it the other way around. Wait. Oh, I did not. I miscalculated. I forgot about Tivar. So I can't make the play that I wanted. Oh wait, no, I wouldn't be able to do that. No, wait, actually, would I have been able to do that? Actually, I couldn't do it anyways. So what's the play? Is it still the same? It's probably still the same. Wait. It's gotta be still the same play. But then I potentially nuke my odds of finding something useful with this. Maybe it is just charm. Kind of want to save this because then I can do harvester into harvester. Wait, which I guess would not do anything actually because the Tivar would die. Wait, I'm overthinking this. It's actually not as hard as I am making it out to be, but whatever. What can I even get off of this? Fable would be good. I can just get the Owl back, worst case. Yeah, I need another blood token, that's the problem. What I could do is harvester. No, I can't. I don't have the mana for that. Wait, how do I do this? I just don't have the mana. That's my main issue right now. I needed like one more land, and then everything becomes so much easier. But basically, I'm trying to save this plus this for when I get one more mana. I did find it, which is interesting. I like this. Try to bait out the Wandering Emperor, and then I can just do this and this. It's good. It's very good. If it happens. Okay, if nothing happens, a little bit tricky. A little bit tricky, but you know what's interesting here? I have a play, and it's really interesting, and I'm gonna make it, but I don't know if it's good or not, but we're gonna make it anyways. We're gonna make it anyways.
Take my hand.
Because they have to do something, right?
Run away. You'll be safe.
Oh, ooh, I'm getting swept. Okay, wait. I was scared of farewell there. It was a possibility for sure. They were going for it. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have green, but, you know, I have a decent amount of green sources in the deck, so just hope this works out. Oh, again, same situation. I just have to find things that discard. They didn't have a 1-drop, so our starting point is okay. Might have to consider playing like a trespasser. I don't have any way to interact with a graveyard. Yeah, flooding is not going to be good here. And I have no way of discarding either. Not only do I need to discard this, but I also need to stuff. It's very difficult. Drawing a bunch of lands is not what I was looking for. Okay. Starting point. Starting point. Big starting point. Please, now green source? Which I guess is not very likely, so... But I have to draw it naturally. That or we're dead, I think. Oh, okay, let's go. I don't value Takenuma as much as I do Sokenzan, I think. That is big. And then next turn to combo 7, 3, 4, 3. Yeah, it works, right? Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, it does. It does work. Well, not if they attack, but. Well, not if they attack, but whatever. Well, either way, the Titan lives. I have nothing in the graveyard, so why am I even trying to make that work? kind of pointless. It's gotta be this. No attacks, I guess. Cycle this. Try to hit something else. They found the sweet mana, but I see what they're doing. That's why I played that. I just take the trade. Look at top 3. I'm not sure what they can get off of that. It can't be anything too good, right? Nah. And I like this deck because it has very good top decks. Like really, really, really good top decks. Not quite what I wanted to see there, but I think we're still okay. Although this could get out of hand if I don't find another creature soon. I mean, I did. I guess I do have other creatures here. So we do the same thing, right? Or do I want the draw? Or do I want the board presence? Well, torn. I think I do this first. Okay. That solves my question pretty much. Answers my question. Or just do it next turn. Now I have a blood token. Yeah, that's what's really good about this deck is the amount of draw discard going on, like the consistency of finding things that are good, I would say. It's a little bit unfortunate I don't have any way of exiling the graveyard or the battlefield. Oh, I do have a way of exiling the graveyard actually with Riveteer's Charm. Not very good, but it is a way nonetheless. I will have mana up for that. So. Might as well start this off before they can potentially exile it. Nah, that's kind of annoying. I was hoping they just play like a regular creature. That way I can utilize that better. Ooh, they have adversary. It's a little bit scary. That's fine. So they're pushing. They don't know I have the surprise. Should definitely take care of the chick, right? Maybe not. Actually, I wonder. Is taking care of the chick? No, it's not better. Because I can just take care of the chick on my turn. Even though I take some more damage here, I should do it this way. Wait, isn't it the same thing? I lose my harvester anyways. But I basically I'm taking 1 to trade Kumano off, which I don't think is worth, so never mind. I'll just do that. Oh, they have land. Okay, that makes sense as well. That makes sense. Oh, so they can get the chick back, but I'll just do this, whatever. It's finally time. Or not. Oh, they want the +1/+1. Okay. So that would be a 3/3, which is actually kind of annoying because I can't do that. Which means that I almost want to play that. Really annoying that I don't have anything actually good to like bring back, or you know. So I'd be taking 1 damage if I have to draw. I'll take 1 damage to draw a card. I'm getting close to just. Oh, I could just. Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't even consider that. That's actually good, I think. Screw it. I have Brother's End to bypass. I didn't even consider that. I felt like I was on the defensive there, but I don't have to be. And then with the Brothers End, they can't block, so well, unless they find a 4/4 somehow, like Elder Dragon War. All right. Interesting game, to say the least. Had to find the green source in a way. Like, I got pretty lucky, and then I couldn't really find anything to follow up. Just weird. Like, really weird kind of stalemate for a while. I was still drawing removal, so that was still fine. Alright, fine. That is a little bit scary. I don't want to see that at all. Because since I drew the cut down this turn, I have no option. I cannot kill that. Which means that I have to play the Bloodspite Harvester, which is not ideal in this situation, but... Yeah, I can't play Flesh Gorger because I can't cast it, so... That's the only argument against it. I can't cast it. Just kill that now. Alright, now we're in an okay spot. I did have to take 2 poison to curve out, but... Gotta get taxed to do something. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. That's very not good. But I don't have a choice. That's gonna have to connect. And then try again next turn, and if that doesn't connect next turn, I think we're screwed. I mean, damage is not really a factor in this matchup. I just have to Rage. They haven't. Okay. Oh, that's a 7/7. Oh, it proliferates. Oh no. Oh no. Oh man. I have like... I feel so bad using this in chapter 3 with no hand. Especially if they got lucky and they actually have another... I guess I have a check here. And maybe they don't have it. At least I have a lot of blood tokens to cycle through this. Okay. I was overthinking a little bit because that would have been just brutal as hell. Okay, we're fine. Whew. I dodged big bullet, but now we're stable. Very good. Okay. Pretty terrifying stuff, but in the end, essentially used that cruelty for, you know, decent value. Harvester's pretty good. No, I mean Trespasser. Better than Tavar would have been. Pretty good. Wait, I have no black? That's kind of interesting. Maybe a little bit surprising. Actually, very surprising that I don't have black here. This is a situation. This is a situation. Not a good one. Okay. All right. Oh, I don't want to. I really don't want to get rid of Brotherhood's End, but I have more copies and I can't cast it. So. It's okay. Good damage. And it's good that I'm getting a double trade on that. Because I ditched the Brotherhood's End, it would get out of hand maybe a little bit. Now I have to hit this as fast as possible, I think. Nah, that's gonna do it. Okay. I have an answer for that. Problem is I don't have mana. I need mana. Okay. Actually, even if I do it, you're gonna sack the Bankbuster and then I have to take it. It's not that good of a play. Nothing is good here. Do I have to fetch? Fetch what? Could also just do that. Pass. But... Problem is I can't get anything back anyways, so... No, I don't think Shield Red's good. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's great. Screw it. I don't know. I don't think I'm in a good position either way. Try to take a Planeswalker or something. Okay, I guess, yeah, I guess sacking and then eating the Bank Blister would have been good. Wasn't expecting that, let's just say that. Very unfortunate. At this point, my best top deck is something that can discard. So, Harvester. Oh my goodness, that is not good. Second Cruelty. This is not good. I guess maybe go for the throat. At the very least, removes decent amount of pressure. I can get it back. Ooh, that is interesting. I can get it back and then cast. That's interesting. I don't really care. That's fine. I'm surprised. Yeah, imagine playing Flesh Gorger and then drawing. Okay, now I can hardcast Titan. Although it's not gonna be that useful. So next turn I can do this. Get back. Wait, does this what it say? When this permanent is put in a graveyard. Okay. Exile it? Oh, not instead. Yeah, okay. It's not a replacement effect. So I will go with Blood Tithe, but that's interesting. I felt like that had a lot of value. That's not good. Ooh. Ooh. Ouch, though. But what this does do is get rid of Bankbuster for me. And that's pretty good. 4/4 or gain 5. Probably 4/4. And that way I can potentially Shield Red's Edict this next turn. Oh, I'm gaining life too with that. That's good. Okay. That's good. Okay. It's annoying. Because they can probably destroy it themselves and then they get it back. Unfortunate. They needed a non-token. Yeah, they had everything there. Double spot removal into Steel Seraph with perfect spot removal, since that gives them back their creature. And they have another Backbuster, yeah. Just unlucky. And I guess Flesh Gorger is okay against mono red. It's definitely worse than Trespasser, but higher upside, way higher downside too, though. And the hand smoothing has been abysmal for me. Not great. And mono black is not good. Not a good matchup, especially after cutting the Trespassers. Actually, it's not a terrible matchup. But I'm on the draw, so maybe it is. That's really good for me. By the power of Brother's End. Of course. Perfect curve out, jeez. Thankfully I had the answer, but I mean if they have the absolute perfects, then I lose. Okay, it was not the absolute perfect. Scary stuff though. Mono black on the play with like literally perfect curve, I think you just can't win. But now we're doing alright. Do I open with shield red even though I think it's a mistake? Probably not. I should probably open with this. They have removal. I guess if they have removal I wouldn't hit this anyways, but if they have invoke on this turn exactly, they top deck it. I don't want to stack this. Yeah, Flesh Gorge are pretty good. At least the fact that it dodges Go for the Throat is definitely quite good. I think I missed lethal there. Yeah. Any sweepers that can play? Probably not. Did I miss lethal? 3? No, it wouldn't be. It would be 1 off, right? 2, 3. I just missed 1 damage essentially for no reason. Make them take the 4 by sacking the enchantment. Well, Brothers uncarried. I'm happy about that. Being on the play with no real amounts of mana is a little bit tough, but now that I have the land, I think I'm leaning towards this. Yeah, whatever. I think it's just better understood under Rakdos Reanimator now that I cut the green. Just what it is. At least I proved that the archetype was good. Like, I think green made the deck weaker. So now that I cut it, it should be even stronger, and it was already winning. So I do think this archetype is good, but it felt like it was already a thing in a way. You're kidding, right? They're actually playing counter magic in best of 1. And they actually got it off too. Interesting, because that thing is really bad against mono red. So if I was actually playing mono red, it would have been kind of screwed. Nice. Fantastic. I do have many swamps or many black sources, so finding it is par for the course, but I'm happy I did. That is mildly annoying, I guess. Not too bad. The trade is totally fine for me. Yeah, they're just running flash soldiers and best of one, which is not very good. You know the super? I'm gonna tell you something. There was actually an argument for them to hard read me on Brotherhood's end for attacking with both and blocking the shield red with the 2-1. Because that way I can't Brotherhood's end. And then they would have been able to get something out of range. Essentially with a veteran? I don't know. Like if they had multiple veterans or something. Yeah. High risk, high reward, but not quite. Do I even care if this is a 7-7 or 7-5? I don't think so. Okay. I mean, good matchup. I've got 3 Brotherhoods in, found 1. Good enough. I like being on the play. I love being on the play. Fantastic. I'm still considering not playing this land and playing like a pain land or something. But this cycling is relatively useful, I would say. Okay, so they do have a burn spell. Which probably means that I should pass. Okay, they're also passing. Interesting. So they're holding on to the removal spell. But basically, I want to retain tempo advantage by not giving them access to their 2-2. When I play the Fable, I don't want the board to be anything on their side. Yep. Now they have to use the mana on their turn, which makes it a lot less optimal. Alright, I'm definitely... one of these is gonna go. The question is the land probably has to go too, I think. Because I'm gonna... the land is tough. But I really need to... Actually, the land should stay. Okay. The land should stay. Double creature. Or just... Alright, screw it. Alright, screw it. I want to guarantee the cruelty, especially if they're mana screwed. And it allows me to hold up Gopher's Throat in case I do draw land. Okay, I mean, I'm willing to take the hit to the mana to deny them a card and a creature. Okay, that's good. Do I have anything in the graveyard? Not really, but I do have Blood Tithe Harvester, so I can fetch a big creature and then proceed to discard it before chapter 3. Pretty good stuff. Ooh, that is not very good. Oh, they found land, but a little bit late. I can even do this. And I can order these triggers, I think. Actually, just for science, I'll do it. But I'm pretty sure I can order the triggers. Oh, wait, no. Maybe I have to target first. Oh, whatever. It's for science. It's fine. I can hardcast. I think I cannot do this. No, I can't do it. But I could blood token upkeep. Yeah, it's target, so yeah. Actually, I don't know if you would ever be able to do this. What would be the way the phrase would be constructed to or the sentence? How would you have to write? Is it even possible in Magic to have 2 sagas and one of them is an effect that doesn't target, I guess? I'm sure it's possible, but maybe not with graveyard stuff. What if it said like put creature from a graveyard under a battlefield? Put a creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield? Then maybe. If you enjoy my content and would like to help me keep making it, consider joining my Patreon, where you'll gain access to a bunch of bonus videos, written sideboard guides, metagame tier lists, so for standard best of 3, for example, ranking all the decks, some game theory guides, as well as deck building guides, and other services depending on the tier, of course. Thank you to all the lovely patrons that are already subscribed, and I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.